Good morning, everyone. Hope everyone's having a great Saturday. That's not something we usually see on a Saturday sleep-in Saturday, as we don't usually see the Honu coming in. It's about an hour and a half late today. Took off about the same amount late. So I have no idea when it's going to leave. So we're going to play the wait and see game. I think we only have one Honu today too as well. They're shifting the days where they're going to get one of them in here. So I think today we're only going to have one. I didn't see another one. But it's not the end of the world, because around this corner here in a second we're going to have a queen. I don't know if I can see. Oh, I can. Morning, Ken, Sarah, Travis. Got Josh in the house. Hello, Josh. Dun-it. Dun-it, 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 dun-it. Dun-it. I think that's the Korean coming in over its head. Yeah, that's the Korean Air in the background. Do you see that? See it just peeking through the trees right there? There's Korean Air coming in. I believe that one's a little early. Yeah, a little early. So it's 10:35 now on the arrival time of the Korean, which is kind of annoying. Later on in the year, it's supposed to even get worse, 10:50. So we'll only see that on this Saturday show. They took it away from our morning. So it used to come in at 9:45. We'd see it right at the end of the show most days. But they are switching everything up over at Korean. This is the, let's see if we can get the sticker in there real quick. Celebrating the Queen of the Skies. That sticker's on the other side. We'll try to see if it's on the other side. Hello, Rainbow Love. Good to see you. It is kind of, sort of there, celebrating the Queen of the Skies. It's being blocked by the wing there. Being blocked by the wing. It's okay. We'll survive. Hello, Fritz, Mark. The 717 coming in above the Queen's head. There, that 717 is coming in from Hilo. We also have another interesting plane coming in here. Look at this. How often do we see these? Not very often. This is Malaysia Air. This is a delivery flight. It is a MAX 8 on a delivery flight. It says not available where it's going, but it usually ends up going to Guam. So this one came in last night, or yesterday afternoon. Alright, so we will, if you're watching the 360 cam, it's kind of a behind the scenes action right now. We're going to raise that up here in a little bit. I just, I bought an accessory for that and I didn't plug it in. So I bought a fan that's specifically for the 360 camera to keep it cooler in these hotter temperatures. Hello, CM Bailey, Charlie Bravo. Island Jenny in the house. Hello. Oh, Ron. Good to see you all today. She is about 20 feet to my left. Mrs. Reverse Ops is. Keep it out of the sun. So after these two planes depart, I will plug in that fan. So it's designed to blow air directly on the camera because the camera gets very hot. That's okay, Heath. I can't type any day. I never learned typing because I wanted to be an auto mechanic in high school. So I'm paying for it to this day. All right, those are going to disappear behind the guard shack for just a second. So I'm going to take this opportunity to plug in that fan. Let me know if you're watching the 360 camera if it's too loud. It's going to have air blowing across it. So let me know. We'll all figure it out together. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's working pretty good. Okay, let's see how that works today. Hi. See how that works. Next one coming in here is a Southwest. It's coming in on the crossing runway 4 right. It's coming in from Kahului on Maui. Oh, you can't hear the new fan. That's good, Keith. Thank you. Yeah, Jen, last night was crazy, or yesterday afternoon was crazy. Last night was okay. They got the baseball game in. Of course, the Rainbows lost, but oh well. But up kind of near the center of the island, it was going crazy. We usually don't get lightning here. Lightning's a pretty rare thing, but with all these El Niños and El Niñas, and I don't know what all that means, but we're getting lots of different types of weather. All right, so while this one was going, oh, we got Asiana coming in. Oh, we're gonna skip Asiana because we got this one going out. We have another Queen coming in on the other runway. It is second for arrival. Next one now will be the Malaysia Air. That is the 737 MAX 9, I believe I said it was. We do have a Queen coming in on the other side. Still kind of out in the clouds. I can't really see it. So we will prioritize this one over that one, unfortunately, for the Queen over there. Usually I don't prioritize anything but fighters over the Queen, but this is a visitor here, so we want to make the visitor feel welcome. Show a little aloha. Eham, I got a video of it on my phone. I'll post it on Instagram later today. I was not set up to get a video of it with the regular camera, but I did get a video of it with my phone. Hello, Mark. Good to see you. Malaysia looks like it's taking its time. Oh, now it's moving, just as I say that. That's such a good looking plane. I wish they'd bring some of their heavies here, but I don't think that's going to happen ever. Oh, is H-Dot here? Hello, H-Dot. This is Southwest. I didn't check where it was going, but it's going somewhere. Next one coming in on the other side is a Hawaiian. It is coming in from Sacramento. It is a 330-200. Kind of surprising they've switched the 330s to away from LAX. LA with the extra X is now getting a lot of 321s. Wonder why that is. Wonder if they're realizing they're eating their own lunch with the Alaska and Hawaiian going there. Ooh, I said it. I didn't mean to say it. The wind's kind of off and on today. We had no wind when we first got here. I was very worried. Now it's picking up a little bit. Still could use a little more wind. This one's coming in from Maui. And then we have a 717 leaving on the reef runway that is going off to Hilo. Hilo is the farthest these 717s go, unless they're going to maintenance. Hilo is on the east side of the Big Island of Hawaii, so that's about as far as you can get from here. I mentioned a little while ago we had some big weather yesterday. Lots of lightning, rain. The moisture's still in the area, so it's still very humid today. Lots of clouds that look like they could turn into rain a little later in the afternoon. I hope we can get through this show without getting rained on. I have the rain cover up today, so we'll see how that goes. We have a Brandon Rabbit in the house. Hello, Brandon. Oh, is it all over there? Pizza Friday? Yeah, we had it all here yesterday. My flight radar is not updating. Let's see what's going on here. Sometimes... I'm very happy though flight radar changed. The biggest thing that annoyed me about flight radar is every week or so it would have you opt out of all their sharing your data with all their sponsors. And you'd have to click like 17 things to opt out. Now, if you opt in the first time, you'll never see that again. So some people don't know what I'm talking about. If you opt in to let them do it, they don't ask you a bunch of times to redo it. But if you opt out, they keep asking you to opt back in. Well, they've changed that to a single button now, so I'm very happy about that. So thank you, Flight Radar. Next one coming into 8 left. It's coming in from Seattle. It's a Hawaiian, flight number 821. Behind that, we'll have another smaller Hawaiian and maybe a bigger Hawaiian, and then we should have Philippine Flight 100 out there somewhere. That Hawaiian is now over Eva Beach, so I should be able to see it here in a second. No, that's why it's not working. Let's try that again. Ah, there we go. Helps if you turn things on. I had my mouse turned off. Oh, interesting, Eham. 6 of them, huh? Wow. Well, we certainly have the room for them. We got a big old ramp over there for them. Hello, MXC for life. Yeah. Sarah, that's gonna get fixed here one of these days. Oh, why is it now circling? That's gonna get fixed one of these days. I do not. See, now I'm getting 0 kilobits. What's going on here? Let's try this. See what happens. What is going on here? You're offline. No, I'm not offline. I am on. But come on. Give me green. The 360 camera is very temperamental, but we will fix the audio over there. I had to wait until I got a different mixer. The mixer I was using before only had one output, so it would only feed to the main stream. I just follow, it just follows the mainstream. So, but I recently upgraded my mixer. It has 2 outputs now that'll be, so I can split off one to the mainstream and one to the 360 camera. It's just, I haven't had a chance to set that up yet. One of these days I'll get it set up. It's just, you know, life and all that. Life. Don't talk to me about life. Just an android with a brain the size of a planet. Ah, we have an O'Malley in the house. Hello, O'Malley. Oh, if you guys want rants over there, I can feed you guys rants over there. I'll make a button, a rant button, and whenever I start ranting, I'll pump that audio over to the other stream as well. I don't want anybody to miss out on a good 5 minutes of me making no sense. It's okay. I'm also worried about the audio on this channel today. So if I suddenly stop talking, it's because the battery ran out in my wireless microphone. I forgot to charge it. And I stole the charging cord for something else, so I'm in a little bit of a trouble here. Oh, why was that? Why did that do that? Oh, because I didn't plug that in. See, that's something they don't tell you about being a live streamer. Nobody, like when you watch some of the other live streamers, they never say, hey, if you want to do this, eventually you're going to have 800 cords plugged into all these batteries. And if you forget one, it's going to start making noise at you. I always heard it was going to be a glamorous life, you know, just the life of the big dog out here streaming, and they didn't tell me about all the cords and cables and batteries and stuff. I thought it was going to be all champagne and caviar. Of course, I don't like champagne or caviar, so I don't know what I was expecting. I think if I had another USB cord, I could do it, but I don't have another USB cord on me. I have to dig one out of the truck. If you were here the other day, I was telling you I stole a bunch of stuff, all stuff that was kind of I have backup stuff in the truck in case something goes haywire. I stole all that stuff to make the travel kit that we're going to use later in the year for Cranky Dork Fest, and our super secret thing coming up later in the summer that I have an NDA signed for, so can't tell you about that yet. But don't worry, when time comes, you'll get sick of me telling you about it, so enjoy the quiet now. You'll get sick of it later. Next one coming in on the other side is a little tinier. It's 717 over there. I can't quite see it yet. Still in the clouds. I have tried salmon roe, which I think is kind of like caviar. Didn't quite care for it. The popping was kind of annoying. It was wasn't so much the flavor, it was more the sensation of the little salmon roes popping in my mouth. Don't use that. Don't use that, Jonathan McD, please. I'm not really, I wouldn't consider, some people would, and I'm looking at you, Mrs. Reverse Ops, some people would consider me a picky eater. I don't consider, so whenever, if anybody asks me if I'm a picky eater, I say no. I'm not a picky eater. I just only eat what I like. There's no such thing as a, what do they call that when you acquired taste? If it's an acquired taste, it better start out pretty quickly acquiring it, because I'm not going to give it a third shot, especially I won't give it a second shot either. But I will try almost anything. There's a few things I will not try, but I'll try most any regular food, and then work from there. But I'm not going to go for this, oh, you just have to keep eating it. It's an acquired taste. No, I'll pass. Thank you. Try it once, and if I like it, I'll add it to the menu. If I don't like it, I will forever not eat it. I do have a funny story about that. I used to work, I was a mechanic for a long time before I was in IT. And I worked at a car dealership, and a bunch of us used to go out and have a really nice lunch every Friday. We'd take a long lunch on Fridays. And every week, a different person would pick. So usually when I picked, we went to Steak and Ale. Somebody else really liked Red Lobster. Well, this guy wanted to try Indian food, and I was young, like 20 years old, maybe 19 years old. I had never eaten Indian food before, so I said, oh, I'll give it a shot. I hated it. I hated everything about it. The bread was okay. The naan bread was okay. Everything else was terrible. I hated it. I could not. I just ate a bunch of bread to fill up, and everything it's kind of family style. And so I tried a little bit of everything, and everything was just revolting. And I was like, man, I just don't like Indian food. So I didn't eat Indian food literally for another decade and a half. Because I thought, oh, I tried it once. I don't like. This is going against my thing earlier about acquired taste. So when I first moved here, a friend of mine was having a birthday dinner, and she wanted Indian food. And because it was a birthday dinner, I didn't want to be a jerk, so I said, I'll go along and I'll eat the bread, and then I'll get a cheeseburger at McDonald's on the way home. I'll get it, I'll just be sociable, eat some bread and things. But so I tried a little bit because, and it was awesome. Everything I tried was great. All the different stuff, the curries, the whatever, it was all awesome. I couldn't get enough. I filled myself up eating Indian food. And then I realized what probably happened is I just had crappy Indian food the first time, and it just wasn't good, because the second time was awesome. And now one of my favorite restaurants in the entire world is an Indian food restaurant. It's in London. It's called Dishoom in London. It's my favorite restaurant in the entire world. I love that place. And if you're from London, you're probably rolling your eyes because it's a very it's so popular now. It's a little people start to hate popular things. Well, it's one of those things, but I love it. We go there every time we go to London. They have several different locations, and they're all themed a little different. They have one that is in the decor of the British Indian kind of 1950s feel. So it's really neat. I really like it. No, I don't learn lessons, Brandon. You should know that by now. I don't learn things. But the reason I don't give things a chance, most things a chance, I wouldn't have never gave Indian food a chance, and I would have probably been happy the rest of my life not knowing that. But life's too short to try new things. I know that's going to sound weird, but if you like something and you enjoy it, it makes you happy. Don't waste time figuring out trying to make something else make you feel happy. Just stick with what makes you feel happy. If you want to eat Dinty Moore beef stew for the rest of your life, eat Dinty Moore beef stew for the rest of your life. It's a 717 rolling down Juliet over there. It's tucking behind the guard shack. Now, Mrs. Reverse Op, she's the opposite. She tries all kinds of new stuff. She gets on these new things, and she likes a lot of stuff I don't like, which is... They say opposites attract. I don't know if that's true or not, but our food tastes aren't exactly the same. The lesson for today is don't learn lessons. Hello, Ben B. Spotting. Hope you're having a good day. Says aloha. Hope all is well. All is well here. So I hope the same is with you. Thank you for the $2 super chat. I really appreciate that. A little super zoom action on the 717. I didn't mean to do that. Should be on the main camera for this shot. But like I found Mrs. Reverse Ops, and she makes me happy. I don't want to change. So why would I change away from Dinty Moore beef stew? Right? Thanks again, Ben. Appreciate it. I got Kelvin in the house. Hello, Kelvin. I used to be okay. You guys talking about spicy food there? I used to be okay with spicy food. Not super spicy. Like I had friends who would just challenge themselves. You go to a party and they'd be challenging themselves who could eat the hotter sauce or hold it in their mouth. That's not me. I'm not one of these things. I'm not one of these people who thinks ketchup is hot sauce. There's a lot of people who think, ketchup's too spicy. But I like about a jalapeno. That's about as hot as I want to get. Anything hotter than a jalapeno, I don't want. Next one coming in on the other side is another Hawaiian 330. This one's coming in from Tokyo. It is also very late. It left almost an hour 50 late, and it's getting here about 50 minutes late. So I wonder if there's some big weather over there in Japan. That's a couple that have been very late. I'm not a big... See, there you go. That's Brandon. There you go. But I like, about jalapeno spicy. Kind of low on the Scoville scale, I know, but I don't want to torture myself to eat. a bunch of years ago, I don't know, probably it was probably 15 years ago or so, maybe a little less. A friend of mine asked me to help out a friend of theirs. So every couple months they have these big food fairs, these made in Hawaii food fairs, where you go and you sample. You have all these products for sale that are made here in Hawaii. It's all mostly food. In some of them it's half food, half like crafts. But it's they call it the Made in Hawaii Festival, and my friend knew someone who had a company. I don't know if they're still around. They call it Chili in Hawaii. Chili spelled like the chili plant. And it's called Chili in Hawaii, and they had all different types of hot sauces and things like that, of all different Scoville ratings, like these mild stuff all the way up to like really, really spicy stuff. And how's it going? Yes. Oh, thank you. Yeah. I got a sticker if you want to swoop around. Yeah. So they had that was their business, so they sold them online and things. And the guy was from India, so he was used to spicy stuff. And the whole show, you would get these military guys. Nothing against military guys, but they do have a little bit of bravado. And they would come by, and he had this test where he would see how hot the military guy would, or I guess any kind of macho guy, how hot they could get. They'd start out with a light one and then work their way up. And none of the people that whole show made it up. He had 10 of them out there. None of them made it past like 7 before they gave up. How you doing? What's your name?
Perry.
Perry, good to meet you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How you doing? What's your name?
Patrick.
Hi, Patrick.
Yeah, there you go.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah. Thanks for watching. I appreciate
Are
it.
you live right now?
We're live right now. Yeah. Hello?
So you filmed my takeoff one time.
Oh, really? Do you a pilot?
For Hawaiian.
Yeah.
I fly the 787.
Oh, nice.
Now it's painted Alaska.
Yeah. Call it the toothpaste livery here.
So you filmed my takeoff. We're going to Brisbane, Australia.
Oh, that one.
And you hooked up with the guy in Australia.
Yeah.
That filmed the landing.
Yeah.
And he, was communicating with you on the departure.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So what are you still a Hawaiian pilot, or have they made that transition where you're, because I know they were having something with the seniority scale or something. They're having big problems with the union.
So, but our seniority list as pilots are independent.
Yeah.
And there's a kind of a long legal process.
Yeah, because they never had heavies to get that kind of seniority on a heavy.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's a bunch of legal things they have to work out. It'll probably be 1 or 2 years before our lists are merged. So for now, I think we sort of feel like independent pilots right now. But we're all the same union, so.
Yeah. So do you go here to Seattle, or have you done Rome yet?
I'm gonna do Rome next month.
Next month, yeah. I'm a little disappointed with that, because when they first announced that flight, they said it would be an easy transition from here to Rome. And I looked at it, and the flights here get in after the Rome flight leaves from Seattle.
Right.
Yeah.
You
got to go the night before, yeah. So.
Even me, if I'm going to do that flight, I got to fly in on an hour flight on the A380 to get in about 6 or 8 a.m. in the morning, and then hang out there. My flight's 3 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
3 or 4 in the afternoon, depending on the season.
I haven't been on one of those Dreamliners yet. It just didn't work out. When they were all Hawaiian, and I meant to fly one, but it just never worked out. So maybe I'll get on one.
And they're going to refurbish. They're putting a ton of money into refurbishing all the 330s.
Are you gonna keep them Hawaiian livery?
Yeah.
So I don't know if you look up, if you lift that bed up there.
Right here?
No, the whole bed, the whole white part. You'll see my sticker, the keep the Pualani.
I like it.
So
Awesome.
it's my subtle bit of anarchy there.
You were here to go pick up a package. I don't have any stickers with me, but if I come out and see you, I'll give you some stuff.
Yeah, I'm usually here or up by the rental car places.
Yeah.
Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday usually. There's Perry, right?
Yeah,
It's
Perry.
very good to meet you.
Like
Yeah.
Tyler Perry.
Tyler Perry, yeah. And see, now I associate it with something, so I will remember it.
Yeah.
That's my biggest problem. I have a memory like a colander, and if I don't associate it with something right away, I will forget it instantly.
That's right. Well, good. What's your setup here? It's really awesome.
So we're doing 2 streams right now. We have a 360 camera up here that kind of gives the parking lot view, and then we have the main camera here, and then we have this camera for like in between shots, so I can call up like Diamond Head and just have it sitting there while there's no planes. So it's kind of got out of hand.
So you got that set to get guys taxiing out to the reef.
Yeah. So we can see them from the tree line over there, or the hangar line here, depending on which way they're coming out.
You must like it when it's Kona.
I love it. Love that.
Taxi right out here.
Yeah. And then
this way.
I love sitting up there when it's Kona winds, because all the departures come right down all the way to the end, and they'll turn right in front of us.
Yeah.
Even the fighters will go out 22 left,
Yeah.
and you'll get them right in front of you.
Yeah, it's just about to get busy. In a couple hours.
Yeah, there's something must be happening over in Asia, because a lot of the Asia flights were late today. So I don't know if we'll get those departures today, because like the ANA A380 was like an hour and a half late.
Oh yeah, the orange one usually comes
So they're usually in 7:30, 8:30. He didn't get here till after 10. So usually they leave 11:30, 12:30. So I don't know if they're that late. I don't know if they'll still make it out on time.
in. 717's coming. Right there. I flew the 717 for years, watching my kids grow up.
Yeah.
But then I decided to switch to 787 before we knew anything about a merger.
So what's your opinion on how long they're going to keep these 717s? It's been a big topic on all the aviation websites that they're going to get rid of them.
You know, it can't be more than a few years. I think the real problem is there's no aircraft that does that job so well.
Yeah, because even like the ones that Southwest and Alaska use, they're not really good at what this one does.
The 717 is perfect
Yeah.
for what we do on our island. So we don't really know what they're going to replace it with. I don't think they know about it. I don't think they know either. My guess would be the 737NG,
Yeah.
that they have a bunch of those.
Well, the CEO of Hawaiian, before the merger was even thought about, he said they're going to try to get 100,000 landing cycles on each one of these. And at the time, they were all in the 75,000 range. So that puts it out past 2030. So I'm hoping at least that's the case. So we get a couple more years of them.
I think, it's 2026. Just about 2030 is
Yeah.
going to be it.
Yeah.
Then they'll have to do it.
And they'll sell them all to Delta. Delta will fly them for.
Delta has a little bit,
Yeah.
a few years newer, so they could sort of.
I didn't realize how many they had. Because every once in a while I'll stream from Dallas, and you go to Love Field, and they get 1 or 2 flights a day of them in. But then I went to Atlanta earlier this year, and it was like every other flight was
like 100.
yeah, there was a crazy amount of them.
The only aircraft in the world now is Delta, Hawaiian. Used to be Cobham in Australia doing Qantas Link, and they don't have those anymore.
I think they sold those all to the mining companies. They got rid of them and brought in 220s maybe.
Yeah, A220s.
Yeah, and then they sold them all to the mining companies.
The A220 is a really nice plane, but they're saying it won't do well in the salt environment.
Yeah. And even if you ordered one today, you might not get it till after 2030, so.
Yeah. Well, I actually have to go to work later, so.
It was very good meeting you.
Tell me your name again.
Patrick.
Patrick.
Perry.
Perry. That's my wife, Elizabeth.
Hello, Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Thanks for stopping by.
We'll check you out more.
All right, take care.
See you later.
All right, thanks for letting me chat with Perry there. He's a Hawaiian Dreamliner pilot, or Virgin America Dreamliner pilot, whichever way you want to call it. Huh?
Something amazing gonna land?
Just airplanes. They're pretty amazing.
Oh, just the airport?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I was the only people one time there was some plane. Yeah, like, there was a lot of people out here.
All right, let me catch up with the chat here, make sure I didn't miss anything. Oh, we have Walt in the house. Hello, Walt. Hope you're doing well. Speaking of Walt, I missed his AA350 for 30. Oh wow, over Cuba, 36,000 feet. So he's coming back from Grand Cayman, is where you were. I watched a little bit of your show on repeat the other day because I believe it started at 2 a.m. my time. So that was a little bit too early for me, but I did watch a little bit of it on replay. I love your hookup with the nail salon. That's pretty cool. If you don't know, Walt, who normally streams out of DFW and Love Field, the part of the Code Share crew, he was down in the Cayman Islands the other day. Well, he's on his way back from there now. He's streaming. I forget the name of the airport. It's named after a man. I forget the name of the airport, but he was streaming from in front of a nail salon. I hope you got your nails done. Well, or at least Mrs. Runway DFW did. But thank you very much for being a channel member for 15 months. I really appreciate that. Oh, do we have a Mrs. Runway DFW in the house? Hello. Hope you're doing well. Did you get your nails done at the nail salon? Because I know that's what Mrs. Reverse Ops would have been doing. If I was streaming from a nail salon, she would be in the nail salon getting a little petty. A little petty, I think she would be getting. Sarah, that's maybe, but I kind of like it. The pilots are doing a job up there. I don't want to get them in trouble or compromise anything, just to make me feel a little better. So if they have time to wave and they can wave, that's fine. I don't want to, or wing wave. I don't want to, I'd rather them do their job 100% safely. We had the Felipe Queen, we had the A380 land. It came in super late today. It left Japan late. So I'm not sure when the departure time is. We can try to look it up here. But I don't know, with it being so late, what the actual, because usually it's 11:30. Now it's saying 1:18 is the estimated departure time. We should be getting a Guam-bound 747 here in a little bit at 12:05. What time is it now? Yeah, about an hour. Yeah, Fast Eddie, if you ever get a chance, look up Tyler Perry's RC aircraft. So Tyler Perry is like Fast Eddie said, he's a filmmaker, playwright, he does television. He has his hand in everything entertainment. He's a media mogul, as they say. But he is based, I believe he's based out of Atlanta. But he is very big into RC aircraft, radio controlled. And I cannot stress big enough. He has some of the world's largest RC aircraft. I believe he's the one who did the A380 in the new 100th year Lufthansa livery. And his model A380 is bigger than some of the planes parked to my right. It is immensely huge. We have a 717 coming in on the crossing runway, and then we have one leaving on 8 right. So we'll take the crossing first. This one here. It's coming in from Kailua Kona. Hello, Mrs. Reverse Ops. I was just talking about you.
Don't forget your Pop-Tart.
What?
Don't forget Pop-Tart.
Yeah.
And sunscreen on your face.
All right. All right. Wave to the 360 camera. It's over there. See my new fan on it? See the maroon thingy? That's a fan, and it's blowing straight up.
Hopefully it works.
Yeah?
Okay.
All right. You want to... Yeah. Where's it at? It's right there. All right, we have a Virgin America special livery heading this way. Hopefully it'll come all the way out to us. It's the Honoring Those Who Served special livery. It's heading off to San Jose. That is... It's taxiing down Alpha right now. We'll see which way it comes. Then we have a United triple coming in from Singapore. This is our, oh, I'm sorry, Dreamliner coming in from Singapore. This is our second one of these in 2 shows, and I'm starting to wonder if they added this flight recently, because there's, it looks like a regular flight number. I will, yeah. I'll have to check. I'll have to do some more research, as they say. I'll have to do my own research, as they say on Twitter. Hello, Hot Sauce Liver. How you been? Our good friend Hot Sauce Liver is coming with a $50 super chat. That is huge. Thank you very much. Thank you, Patrick, for another great show. Well, thank you for your continued support. I really appreciate it. Been a tremendous supporter of the show. There is a maintenance and paint facility in Singapore, but the last one of these I looked up, it wasn't coming direct from there. It had some other flights before it. It makes me wonder if this is, they've added this flight, so we'll have to take a look at that. This one here, oh, this one's 10 years old. The other one was brand new.
I'll be back.
Okay, bye. Yeah, this one's been going back and forth between New York, San Francisco. It went from San Francisco to Singapore on the 15th. So that was yesterday. That's not long enough to do any maintenance or painting, so... Huh. Interesting. We'll have to keep an eye on that. That's something interesting. We haven't been getting a lot of new routes added here lately. They've been taking a lot away, so any new route's a good new route. So the Honoring Those Who Served did end up coming down here. We'll get that here in just a second. It's behind the guard shack right now. So we're going to take this one here. This should be Cessna Grand Caravan or Cessna Cargo Master. I think this is a Cargo Master. It's Surf Air, so I think it's a Cargo Master. I will look up. I didn't realize until a couple of days ago, this plane's been painted like this, I don't know, 6-8 months now. They added the Surf Air logos on it. It actually has Surf Air on the underbelly, on the belly side too. I didn't realize that until a couple days ago. One of my Instagram friends who does Instagram, he's also a friend of mine, caught a shot of it flying overhead. So this is the Honoring Those Who Serve special livery. It's heading off to San Jose. It is on the move. This is one, comes here occasionally, but usually This airline has a habit of bringing these in late at night, and they'll turn around. They like bringing their special liveries in at night. But maybe this is a sign of things that are changing. Still here. So Tim, I missed the one you were talking about, so I'm not sure which one's the 787. Hopefully someone helped you figure it out. We have a Delta that's just going to go over the trees over here. I think, thought it was further out. This is a 7.6 here, this Delta. Yep, we can get a very long shot of that. I thought it was a little further out. How do you say goodbye in Hawaiian? Usually you would say aloha. Aloha means a lot of different things. You have aloha. The normal ones you hear people talk about are hello and goodbye. But there's lots of nuances with the word aloha where you can have the aloha spirit. So there's a lot of encompassing things with the word aloha. It's a very special word. Yeah, Brandon, I have to look into that because I'm not sure. I don't remember one heading that direction, and the planes that are coming here seem to not be going. Well, Timbo, it's like everything else. It's contextual. If you're leaving and you say aloha, it obviously means goodbye. If you show up and say aloha, it obviously means hello. If you're driving with aloha, that means you're stopping on a main road to let someone on a cross street in. But, you know, there's contextual clues. Naomi, I'm actually a little surprised they've never tried coming to, not necessarily Honolulu, but Maui. Just to be honest, until very recently, Oahu didn't have the high-end hotels that resorts that I would think an Emirates class person would want. If you're paying for the Emirates business or first class, you would be very disappointed with some of the Waikiki hotels. They've just added a couple of Four Seasons type hotels, and there's plans for another one. So they are working that direction. But if you want that kind of luxury, you got to go to Maui. Maui has the resorts and the 4- and 5-star hotels that we don't have here. There's a less than a handful of them here on Oahu. So. But I'm kind of surprised they didn't at least try Maui. I mean, they could make it here, I think. some of the other European airlines, not that Emirates is a European airline, but some of the European airlines don't come here because they cannot fill up the business or first class on people coming to Hawaii. Usually people coming to Hawaii, traditionally in the last 15 to 20 years, are looking for a bargain. They're looking for the cheapest way to get here possible. This is why you started seeing all the U.S. airlines start using smaller and smaller planes with less and less premium cabins. It used to be nothing but heavies out here for distance reasons and for economy reasons. But lately, you're getting a wide batch of narrow bodies, 737s and 321s that have less of the premium classes because they know they're not going to sell them. Which is why a lot of the European airlines don't come here. Well, that's why none of the European airlines. You can code share one through here, but you can't fly direct on a European airline because they cannot fill those expensive seats. Now this plane is the opposite of what I just said. They could market with Lanai to fly over on some of the premium things to take you on that plane there over to Lanai, where there are 2 legitimate 4-star resorts there. Both are 4 seasons. They're very expensive. If you buy a hotel room or rent a hotel room at one of those 2 resorts, you get a plane ride over there from here on that plane. So if they were to work a deal out, I think that might be the only way it's going to happen. But that's just a guy in a parking lot's opinion. So take that for what it's worth. I'm just a dude in a parking lot. Yeah, that's one of the few, Island Jenny, that's one of the very few, the Halekulani, that's one of the very few really nice. I think that might be the nicest one in Waikiki. There is the other one that's only 9 rooms. There's one right on Kalakaua by the police station that only has 9 rooms. Every floor of the hotel is its own room or own suite. Now the Hilton Hawaiian Village is planning on another tower, and I think that's going to be a ultra high-end tower. If you know where Benihana was and those stores right on the corner there on the Ala Moana side of the Hawaiian Village, they're going to tear all that down and make a new tower, and I believe that's going to be another high-end tower like the Ali'i Tower that they have there. So maybe they're working that direction. A lot of the whatchamacallit, a lot of the politicians really want less visitors but higher paying visitors, and I think that's just a bad idea. You need all types of visitors to support all types of establishments here. You just can't have the ultra wealthy coming here and eating at all the 5-star restaurants and staying at the luxury hotels, and all the other local places would just suffer and die. You just can't make things so expensive to get here that the normal person can't come, because then the normal people here, their businesses will suffer. Because I think I heard somewhere that 80% of the people who live here are either directly or indirectly dependent on tourism dollars. Hello, Upper. Upper's celebrating 13 months at the 717 level. Thank you very much, Mahalo Patra, for the 1 year plus of awesome Hawaii. Well, thank you very much for all your support and all your all your time in the chat. You're one of the awesome chat members we have. Thank you very much for that. Keeping that chat rate up. Then we have Telly NZ. He's also celebrating an anniversary at the 717. He's 11 months. One shy of a year. Thank you very much for your long-term support. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Has just a palm tree emoji. I like that emoji. Oh, I can't imagine how cool that would have been, Jen. This is a Hawaiian 321. I would say this is probably going to Long Beach or Oakland, but who knows these days? They're using these 321s for almost everything. As I mentioned earlier in the show, they've pretty much replaced all the 330s going to LA with the Extra X with the 321. They're even using these 321s for inter-island service now too, so you don't know anymore where these are going. But let's find out together. It is heading off to Seattle. I wonder how many of those people are flying to Seattle to stay overnight to go to Rome tomorrow on the Dreamliner. Interesting. Our good friend Naomi is here, celebrating 2 months at the 321 level. Thank you for that awesome support. Thanks for a great stream, as always. I appreciate that kind words, and I appreciate you being here. Thank you very much. The next one going out on the other side is a Southwest. This one is heading off to San Jose, California. Behind it, we'll have a 330 Hawaiian. It's heading off to Phoenix with the appropriate number of X's. So that's coming down Juliet right now. So it'll be the next one after this for departure. Oh, our good friend Rich Punch is here. Hello, Rich F. Appreciate it. Aloha, Patrick and all. So Rich F, you've seen his name at almost at the top of the scroll, or the beginning of the scroll if you watched the last show. Rich has been a 21-month member at the 787 Hano level travel. That is our highest level here. Thank you very much, Rich. Thanks for all your support. I really appreciate it. 21 huge months at the 787 level. Thank you. Says aloha, Patrick and all. Well, aloha back to you and yours. This will be your flight on Thursday. That's cool. I don't know. Unfortunately, we won't be here at this time on Thursday. Thursdays, we have a morning show So I'm liking this. What do you guys think of these sleep-in Saturday shows? These they start a little later. We see a bunch of different stuff than we see during the week, which is what I like about them. I also like that I get to sleep in on a Saturday. So that's a little side bonus for me. But I like that we see a bunch of different stuff. And unusually we would see the Honus depart, but I'm not sure. I don't want to promise anything today because one's already been super late. So. Thanks again, Rich. Appreciate it. Yeah, I think we're gonna at least keep them for a while until it gets super hot. The first weekend of the month is Guard weekend, the Aloha Air Guard weekend. So there's a chance we might do an earlier show on those weekends, because sometimes on those weekends, not every time, but sometimes on those weekends you get fighters on a Saturday. So we'll just have to play it by ear. Unfortunately, I don't know when the fighters come out, so maybe we'll just do those as maybe a snooze alarm Saturday and start at 8 o'clock instead of 6:45. Thanks, everybody. It's like looks like some of you are in favor of the sleep-in Saturday shows. That's good. So thanks everybody for being here. I neglected to introduce myself early in the show because we were kind of busy for that first hour or so. But thanks everybody, thanks to everyone for being here on this Saturday. If you don't know who I am or where you're at, I can answer both those questions right now. My name is Patrick. The channel is Reverse Ops. We're an aviation live stream and tomfoolery channel based out of Honolulu, Hawaii. Our home airport is Daniel K. Inouye International Airport, named after the late senator from the state and territory of Hawaii, which is right over here. It's 3 or 4 miles west of downtown Honolulu, which is right over there, on the south shore of the beautiful island of Oahu, on the eastern end of the Hawaii archipelago, somewhere in the middle of the vast Pacific Ocean, which is why we get some interesting planes here. As I say all the time, we don't get the volume of a Atlanta or an LA with the extra X or a DFW, but what we make up for that is with the sheer coolness of the variety of aircraft we get. Like that 737 Malaysia Airlines that came through here earlier on a delivery flight That's the kind of stuff we get here regularly. So it's the kind of stuff you can't predict. And just show up and hopefully you see something cool. And usually we do. We also get a lot of military action. If you like military action, tune into our weekday shows. You see a lot more of that. Those are in the mornings, usually on Tuesday, Thursday. I do put out a schedule that is on my website, Instagram, and post section. It's also thrown up on the Discord and Facebook eventually. But that'll let you know when and which location I'll be streaming from. The sleep-in Saturdays are usually here. The regular Saturday shows are both. We usually do a road trip on the regular Saturdays when we do both locations. The Arrivals Lounge is up at the other end, and the departure and the reef shows are always down here. So it's a little confusing, but you'll get the hang of it. If not, just hang out. You'll figure it out. So thanks again for tuning in. If you'd like to support the channel, the easiest and freest way to do it is to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We're getting very close to 25,000 subscribers. If you're over on the companion channel or make your way over there later in the show to our 360 camera, you can hit the like and subscribe over there as well. We are very close to 1,000 subscribers over there. If you can help us out, just click the link I'm about to drop in the chat and hit subscribe over there as well. Get us over 1,000. Trying to get the internet to be paid for over there. That would be very nice. But, just hang out, relax. It's a very low-key stream. Have a lot of fun here, I think. I have a lot of fun here, I think. So hopefully you do as well. And, yeah. There's a couple other... Ooh. That didn't work. Let's try this. Why did that not work? Let's try that. There we go. All that stuff I just said, it can be found in one easy link. If you go over to reverseops.com/findme, or if you're on your television, hit that QR code, and it'll take you to all the stuff I just said, plus more stuff. There's actually even more stuff over there. For some reason, my clicker is not working, so we're going to do it the old-fashioned way. This one's coming in to 4 right. Then we have another 717 going out. The one coming in came in from Kona. The one going out came in from Hilo. Both sides of the Big Island covered. We also have a Queen that's going to come around my right shoulder here in just a second. So as soon as the 717 departs, we will flip over there and take it. Yeah, it's quicker than I thought. We might not have to wait for the 717. Yeah. All right, we're gonna go over here because it is in a hurry. It's not dilly-dallying down.
What a setup.
Well, thank you.
What do you, what's the objective here?
We are live streaming all the planes going in and out. So there's a lot of people who, like me, come down to the airport to watch planes, but for whatever reason, they can't make it down, or they want to see a different airport.
Oh, okay.
So I live stream a couple hours a week. And let people come and watch, and then there's other live streamers at other airports do kind of the same thing.
Cool.
So if you want to check it out, the address is on the bottom of that sticker. So we're on YouTube 3 times a week. Patrick.
Patrick.
Yeah. Good to meet you. Plane crazy? No, we have a lot of 747s in use. We have 400s, 800s, freighters, passengers. Korean and Lufthansa still fly passenger versions. Lots of cargo. Even the POTUS uses a 747. That's a 200. How's it going? Yeah. So it's reverse ops. It's the address for YouTube's right on the bottom of there.
Okay.
So we usually stream 3 days a week. Usually Tuesday, Thursday. Oh, yeah. Usually Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. But,
Honolulu that comes flies out.
pardon me?
You know the Honolulu that flies out.
Yeah.
I have lunch at Kakon. I could see it. It's the only thing I could see before it starts.
Oh, nice.
It's so big.
Yeah.
It's so big.
Yeah, that one's running late today. It was supposed to be gone. It's supposed to be leaving about now, but it came in an hour and a half late, so I don't know when it's going to leave.
It's 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock? Okay.
Yeah, according to the. I've flown on it twice.
I haven't been on the. My wife has been on it. She went to Japan with a friend of hers to go to Disney,
Yeah.
but I haven't been on it yet. I've been on the British one, the British A380. Yeah. One of these days I'll get on the Honu.
Right, she's flying down.
Oh.
If you ever fly, I'm at age where I can't sit that long.
Oh.
My legs started cramping
Yeah.
up. So I got it. We tried to do it one time, like,
Yeah.
and we flew from San Francisco to Paris, and for the first 2 days, I was just out of it.
Yeah, that's a long flight.
And
Was that about 11 hours or so? Yeah, I've done LA to Heathrow, which is probably similar. And then yeah.
and then we were able to fly to my brother's wedding. A point here to Washington, D.C., Dulles. It was like, you know, on business class. I go, I feel great. It's like anything more than 5 hours. Well, you know,
Oh, hello, Eham Pete. Good to see you. Yeah, we'll probably be here at 1. I don't know how much longer we'll go after 1 o'clock. The A380 is supposed to leave around 1 o'clock, so I think we'll stay for the A380. But it is a little toasty out here today, so I don't know exactly how long we'll go. Yeah, Naomi, I've been to Manchester. That's a great place to spot from because you got all kinds of different angles. You can be on the visitors park side, or you could be on the far side, be down at the pub, down the runway. There's a lot of places to see and stream and spot from there. Consequently, there's a lot of plane spotters that streamers that stream out of there as well. Hello, Robert. Good to see you. Yeah, I think next year, if Mrs. Reverse Ops is not listening, next year we might take her back to Tokyo Disney again. We'll see how the finances and everything else goes. So, but okay, I was going to do something, but I don't remember what I was going to do. Oh, yeah. Sounds like there's a business jet coming up behind me. We'll see where that goes. Oh, it came back. All right, there we go. Oh, it's not a business jet. It is Asia Pacific coming up behind me. Must have just landed. On the other runway. I didn't notice it. Yeah, that lightning was crazy yesterday. Too bad I was stuck at my desk, though. I could go to the roof and check out the lightning. But, man, yesterday I was busy at my desk all day. I couldn't break away. Oh, no, the Asia Pacific looks like it is departing. We didn't miss it coming in, so it's going to come right in front of us. It is a 757.
November 4 Charlie, enter right downwind, runway 48.
Asia Pacific is listed as going to the island principality of not available. But usually it's either going to Guam or Pago Pago, one of the two.
Made up at 351 Honolulu Tower traffic and be right downwind for the crossing runway Skyhawk 1040 at 9er gust 16 runway 8 left clear land full short runway 4 left.
All right, so while it's taxiing this way, which it's getting close, we're going to play something we haven't played in a while. You know it, you love it. It's America's fastest growing game show, soon to be optioned for a primetime Dumont Network special, hosted by Tom Bergeron. It is time to play What Flavor of Pop-Tarts is Patrick eating today? I know you're maybe out of practice. Haven't played this in a while. It's contrary to popular belief, I don't eat Pop-Tarts hourly, so. But today is the day. We didn't have breakfast this morning, so I gotta eat something. So, remember, this is an exhibition. No wagering, please. Put your guess in the chat. Remember, mods are ineligible to play. First one to guess the complete name will get bragging rights until we play again. I like Tom Bergeron. He's a good guy. He used to have a talk show. I worked nights, and he had a talk show on in the morning, and I would stay up and watch the talk show after work and then go to bed. I am Patrick. Last time I checked, anyway. I mean, things change. Got some really good guesses in the chat there. Some interesting ones, too. The Frosted Hot Fudge Sundae. That's actually a pretty good guess because our good friend CFI on the Fly, who was out here just the other day, he dropped off a box of the frosted hot fudge sundae ones, but I didn't go with that one today. So as people and Kevin from AVL have pointed out, Pop-Tarts are horrible for you. Yes, I will agree. Pop-Tarts aren't a healthy food. So don't base your entire diet on Pop-Tarts. Moderation is the key. Moderation. Don't. As I mentioned before, life is not worth living if you do stuff you don't like. So unless you're in a serious health thing, I don't want to interrupt your doctor's orders. I'm not a doctor. Like I said earlier, I'm just a guy in a parking lot. But everything in moderation. If you don't overindulge in any one thing, you'll be fine. Right? So I don't eat Pop-Tarts for every meal, unlike some people have suggested that I do. You know, show days, a couple times a week. And then Mrs. Reverse Ops makes sure I eat healthy for dinner and lunch, and everything's in moderation. I mean, I know I may not look like the healthiest guy in the world, but I'm a fairly healthy individual, so. So we have a winner, and I have to prove to you. I'm like Price Waterhouse here. I proved the winner. So I gotta scroll back and find the winner. I saw it go by. Okay. Our good friend Average Ching, who's a huge supporter of the channel, guessed frosted strawberry, and that is what we're eating today. Frosted strawberry, see? A little bit of frosted action on top. Strawberry. And that is, and just so you're aware, strawberry is a healthy fruit. So it's not as bad as people say it is. So thank you very much. You've earned bragging rights. Tell all your friends. Until next time when we play another edition of What Flavor Pop-Tart is Patrick eating today? Thank you all for playing. Thanks for giving me the time to eat a Pop-Tart. I really appreciate that. And for all the new people in the crowd, sorry, I got a little Pop-Tart in my mouth here. All the new people in the crowd, the answer always has to start with frosted, because I will never eat a not frosted Pop-Tart. Those are for people whose parents don't love them. That's a collab I'd like to see, MXC for Life, is Malasada Pop-Tart collab. I've tried a couple of the other Pop-Tart collabs. Like, I happened to be in Dallas once when Krispy Kreme and Pop-Tart did a collab. Gotta say, not super great. The Wendy's Frosty with the Pop-Tart, crushed Pop-Tart in it, not so great. But I'll tell you, the Bluebell ice cream with that strawberry toaster pastry flavor, that is top notch. That is some good stuff. If you ever get a chance to try the Bluebell ice cream, that's the strawberry Pop-Tart flavor one. Man, that is a good one. That's good stuff there. Most times when they do the collabs, and it's, you know, the donut collabs or the, you know, the mix-in collabs or stuff, like they'll have a big bucket of the mix-in stuff. Like, for instance, when Wendy's did the Pop-Tart, they had a bunch of crushed up Pop-Tarts in a bucket, and they would put that in your Frosty. Well, it sits there all day and gets all stale, so it's not that great. Heath, we're short one A380 today. One of them didn't come, and the other one showed up late. So no, you have not missed any departures yet. The departure is now scheduled for 1 o'clock. Just filming the planes. I'm streaming it to YouTube. So live streaming it onto YouTube, so you go down to YouTube and watch it. So yeah, there's a lot of people who like these guys over here like to come out and watch planes. There's a lot of people who'd love to do that, but they can't for whatever reason. So I stream it on YouTube so they can watch it at home. A little bit. I mean, it's not a lot. It's just enough to keep the lights on. But it's a hobby, and I was down here anyway taking pictures of airplanes, so.
My brother gave me his money. His daughter's going through aviation school or whatever.
Oh, nice.
Come down and watch the plane.
Yeah. Wow. Getting a head start. Oh, nice. Yeah. Well, that's fun. I hope she stays with it.
I think I'll do it with Larry. I'll do it with Larry, but I'll be interested in this one. Yeah.
Ah, she could be out here.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks, bud. Private school, right?
Yeah.
That's your exam.
proud. Wish her luck for me. Yeah. All right, take care. Eham, no, I have not been there. It's on the long.
Oh, sorry about that. No, I have not been there. It's on the long short list, if that makes sense. Yeah, sorry, I was finishing off a Pop-Tart and talking to that guy, so I had the channel muted for a second. Shade that one. All right, so got a couple more planes heading this way, but they're not quite here yet. There's a Southwest heading here, and there's a Delta coming in. The Delta we should probably... Okay, maybe my flight radar might have froze up. Because that Delta doesn't look to be where it is. Alright. There we go, that's a little better. The next one out will be a Kailua Kona bound Hawaiian. Behind that we'll have another Hawaiian back-to-back going to Kailua to Kona. One must be really late. Then we'll have a Hawaiian heading off to Sydney. That is a big heavy. A Southwest heading off to Vegas. That's a max 8. And then we'll have a Qantas 330 with no pause. So that's all coming up in the next 7 to 20 minutes or so. The first one I mentioned is on the roll already, so we're going to take that one here. So we're going to whip the camera around fast and catch a Southwest coming into the crossing runway. That Southwest came in from Kailua Kona. So lots of Kailua Kona action here in the last couple minutes. We had that last 717, this 717, and that Southwest have all been either coming from or going to Kailua Kona. If you're interested, Kailua Kona is on the west side of the Big Island. It's a big airport dug in, actually not a very big airport, a small airport dug in a big lava field. So as you fly in, you'll see a bunch of black or lava rock everywhere you see, all the way halfway up the mountains. Hawaiian coming into 8 left. You can click over to see what it was, but it's something coming from somewhere to Honolulu. And this is reverse ops is back. So we go from that 330 to this 330. Yeah, Incubus, we did the Mrs. Reverse Ops has been on the Turtle, two of the Turtle planes. I have not been on those. I have been on the, we both been on the British though. We were against the window, luckily. We paid the extra money to be against the window upstairs. So we had the nice cubby hole near the window. We have this Southwest that's about to go. We also have, I don't know if it's going to wait. We have one coming in from Kanakakai. It's a Grand Caravan EX. So that means it has the fine Corinthian leather package. So those people are flying over in style. No, I haven't really. I mean, I kind of needed it when the wind stops, but.
Intentionally ripping people off. They're so upset I'm gonna write on it.
Oh, yeah?
Trying to rip me off.
What'd they do?
They're selling a solar spotlight or a solar light, and a big huge sign says your choice $4.
Yeah.
But they only have that light in front of the sign, not the spotlight. They have the spotlight in another area where they have them all out so that you can grab them. When I went to the register, I rang up for $10. I said, this is $4. She goes, no, I'm ringing it up. I said, there's a huge sign right there. And she like, no, I think that's supposed to be 10%. No.
If there's a huge sign that says,
Bring you to the sign.
if there's a huge sign, they have to honor that.
So she did. But do you think she went and changed the price on the computer?
No.
No.
Or change the sign.
Nope. Why I say it's intentional is because they didn't put any of the spotlight in the spot where the big sign is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mrs. Reverse Ops is having Lowe's drama. Thanks, Rainbow Love.
So I didn't go to the food store. I just went to Lowe's.
Took you that long to go to Lowe's?
Because I was looking around. And they have some shorts I want you to look at. I think you would like.
At Lowe's?
Yes, they have clothing now.
I'm not buying my clothing from a from a gardening store.
Cartwright.
This is the home improvement store she wants me to buy my clothing from. I'll get beat up by all the other plane spotters if I show up wearing Home Depot underwear.
They're nice, actually.
So the next one going out is the no pause Qantas. Haven't seen a pause Qantas in a long time. I think they're getting pretty rare. I heard they have one A380 that still has pause on it. But most of the 330s we see here now, we don't even get the specials anymore because we stopped getting the Dreamliners. We used to get the Dreamliners in here, and we would get the Yam Dreaming every once in a while. That's probably my favorite of the Qantas. I like that one a lot. But we don't get the. We used to have a Sydney and a Melbourne flight. They took the Melbourne flight away. So now we just get Sydney, and it's for the last few months it's been a 330. Well, just upper, you got to put the flashing on. You can't have it. You got to put flashing on. That joke works two ways. Sorry, I'm just cracking myself up. Alright, so we have, it looks like a Sky Courier coming in. We have a 717 waiting to leave. The 717's heading off to Kahului on Maui. And the Sky Courier coming in from Lanai. We'll see if it's the passenger version or the cargo version of the Sky Courier as it whips by us. Jammin' Traveler, that's one of my biggest regrets of my plane spotting career, is that green 220. The green 220 came here on its delivery flight, and I missed it. It left on a Sunday, and I didn't get over here to see it. So, good chance I'll never see that plane again, which is very disappointing. So that's one of my biggest regrets. So this is the passenger version of the Sky Courier. When Lanai Air took delivery of that one, it was the only one in the world. I don't know what it is now, but at the time, it was the only one in the world. There's a 717 lining up for 4 right coming in. That'll be the next arrival in front of us. We're going to get a flight that we rarely see in one of my shows. I don't think I've ever seen it in my show. We have Virgin America heading off to Burbank in a MAX 8. That is heading this way. That I don't remember that flight at all, Burbank. That's one of those new ones they were talking about. I saw an article, they're going to add some new ones. I wonder if that's one of the ones they were talking about. So this looks like an 86 or 87 Cutlass Supreme. I used to own that exact car. Not that exact car, but the same. I owned an 87, same color, very similar car. I used to own one of those. I really liked that car. I think that was the car I was driving when I met Mrs. Reverse Ops. Well, thank you, Brandon. If you ever want to know about a very unpopular route going to a small Southern California airport, ask Brandon. He'll hook you up. He's got the information. Well, I don't have the technology to blur the plate, and there's not much you can do with a plate here in the United States unless you know someone who knows someone. Or are someone who can, because you can't just generally look up someone's plate as a civilian. You have to know someone. Yeah, I think in the UK, anybody can look up anybody's plate, figure out how delinquent they are on their taxes and how out of date their MOT is. But as far as looking up someone's plates and finding personal information, you gotta basically be a state worker or a cop here. All right, that one to Burbank should be the next departure. I don't see it. There's nothing in front of it heading down Juliet. So we will see that next in front of us. Yeah, property tax, you can pretty much find everything out. That's why so many celebrities have a entity buy their house. Same with airplanes. They have, if you see someone's house owned by an LLC or something like that, it's probably someone who's rich or a celebrity or something. I had a guy at work. His wife got so mad at him because he told me how much they paid for the house. She said, that is private information. He doesn't need to know that. And all you have to do is look it up on the website. It's tell you right there how much you paid, what type of loan it is, what your property tax is, how much your homeowners association costs you, what your leasehold is. I'll tell you everything. We got very lucky. We're not in a homeowners association, so that's good. Very happy about that. And we're not in a leasehold property, so if those things don't mean anything to you, they don't mean anything to you. Yeah, you can go right to there's a really good website here in Hawaii for Hawaii properties if you're interested. It's called the Wahoo RE. And that's where we go anytime a neighbor moves in or whatever. We use it a lot when we were looking for a house because you could find out all kinds of things. The site will link you right to the county's website. You could find out if there's any permits open on the house. You could find out if the addition they claim is permitted or not, because there's a lot of that here in Hawaii where the people do additions and don't bother to get it permitted. Very handy, especially if you're buying a place. Hello, Andrew. Is that Andrew Markinson? Thank you very much for joining the 717 Inter Island Traveler level. You'll enjoy all the comfort of the 3-2 configuration on the 717 as you zip between the Hawaii Islands. The seats in economy don't recline, but you're never really in the air long enough to notice. O'Malley was here earlier, but he skipped out, I think. So I think we'll have Brandon bring you some pug. Thank you very much, and welcome to the Inter Island Traveler level. There's a Southwest down there waiting to go. That Southwest is going to Long Beach, another tiny airport in Southern California. Oops, let's not do that. I want to make sure that's correct before I do it. Hold on. Hold on, please. I've changed the way I did. I'm doing the members stream, so I'm trying to make sure I want to make sure I have it correct before I put it on screen. Thumbs, screen roll, this, copy. All right, this doesn't mean we're going anywhere, but I want to get this, make sure I don't forget this. I want to thank the 787 level members, Perth Mark, Ken Smith, Rich F, Frank Schoenstein, and Chris L. Thank you very much. I'm going to scroll through the 330s and the 321s, thank them as well. I really appreciate all of you, all the channel members, everyone with the green name in the chat. I really appreciate it. You guys are the backbone of this channel, and I really appreciate all of you. Oh, O'Malley is here. All right. Well, next round's on O'Malley then. All right, we have our third Queen lit up. It's heading off to Hong Kong, so we're gonna get that in the show today. We're gonna try to stay. The reason I'm doing this, the members scroll now, is I don't exactly know how long we're gonna stay today. I'd like to stay to see the A380 leave, but it was delayed getting here, so hopefully it's not. It's already delayed leaving, so I don't know how delayed it's going to end up being. It's a little after 1 o'clock supposedly, but we can't wait around all day for it. Next one down is a Hawaiian Heavy. That is down there. That is not on my flight radar for some reason. I don't know what it is or where it's going. So we're not leaving quite yet. We're going to try to hang around until around 1 o'clock when the A380 is supposed to leave, but we'll see if it actually does or not. We're definitely going to wait for the Queen that just pushed back. That is 100% for sure. I think the last time I looked at the app, it said 108 for the A380 pushback. So that would mean it'd probably be out here in front of us about 20 after or so. Andrew, we do, but it's not a 7-day. It's not a 7-day a week flight, so we don't get it every day. I don't remember the days we do get it, but it seems to be the days we don't stream. I think it's like Monday, Wednesday, Sunday, something like that, and we don't stream on Monday, Wednesdays, and Sundays. I'd like to thank the world's most dangerous mod crew. Ms. Wolves, Rainbow Love, Sydney, Josh, O'Malley, Jane, Alan, Kirsten, sorry, Jesus Christ, Brandon, and Keith PDX, our HNL Ops mod. Thank you very much. And a special shout out to Mrs. Reverse Ops, who's behind me somewhere. Thank you very much. So let's see if we can figure out when that A380 is gonna go. Oh, looks like Asiana's coming out here. That's a big triple. That'll be fun. Departures. Let's go backwards. It's already supposed to be gone. 118 is what they're saying now. Ugh. 118. Next one's a 717. It is headed off to Lehue. Then we'll have a Delta. Delta's a 76 heading off to LA with the extra X. And then we'll have Asiana, which is a 777 heading back to Seoul. This one's waiting for, looks like a Cessna to come in front of it. We'll probably see it cross over this shot here in a second. I can hear that 7-4 firing up behind me. Not trying to play the bribe game, Kelvin, but if you, I am open to being bribed. I am not above being bribed. I try to save the goals, the goals for when we go way outside the norm, like last time with the Pokemon. We usually don't stay for that plane, so we ended up staying for that plane or doing an extra show or something like that. Next one out is Asiana. That's a 777. There it is right there. Ah, hello, Frank. Good to see you. Yes, this one's off to Hong Kong. I see a 737 cut through the back of this shot. We'll let that one go. Let's head off to Maui. We've seen those before. So you have a little party going on over at the 360 camera. Several of you over there. Just a reminder, we have opened up channel memberships on that channel over there. That is a completely separate channel from the one you're watching currently here. It is our companion channel on the other hand. We've opened up memberships. It started just $2 a month over there. That is to help pay for the internet for that stream. Starts at just $1.99 a month to get your name at the bottom of the screen. We've seen that blue 787 a couple times in the last month or so. It came here last time we did I think it came here last Saturday. But usually the Air Canadas, I honestly don't know any more than that because the Air Canadas show up later than we stream during the week, so I don't usually see them. But I do know we had it just last week on the Saturday stream. We're getting very close to 1,000 subscribers on the other channel, HNL Ops. So if you could follow that link I just dropped in the chat, head on over there and give it a sub and a like if you could. Once it gets to 1,000 subscribers, we can monetize it, and that won't make a much difference to your viewing experience, but it'll help. It'll help with the funding for that that channel over there. So, like I said, it's on a completely separate. Oh, is it here again today? The blue one? Okay. About 1 o'clock. Maybe it comes in every Saturday. We have Korean lit up. We have United lit up. We got a lot of stuff lit up. So we'll have some entertaining planes between then and now. Hopefully entertaining. So I just saw something that Sony's releasing, and I'm so anxious to get it. It's not a camera, it's not a television, it's not a game system. It's an AC unit. Well, not really an AC unit, it's a personal cooling device. It sits on your neck, and then about 6 inches down your back, it sits there, and it will cool you down by using these pads that are against it that put cool pads on your back, and it's supposed to cool your whole body down. They've gotten the version 1 had tremendous reviews, but it wasn't available in the United States. They're releasing a version 2 that will be available from the Sony's website theoretically in the United States. So I'm really looking forward to that for days like this when it is just, I mean, if you're looking at the temperature, it's not super hot out here, but man, it just feels it. Humidity and the sun. That's why these sleep-in Saturday shows usually end with the second A380, which is right about now. That's why we don't usually go much further. Supposedly, according to the website, it not only does cooling, but it does heating as well. And it has a 12-hour battery. So you can wear it during the winter and the summer. But I'm looking forward to it. I think the US price hasn't been set yet, but the UK price I think was 175 pounds. So that would probably make it around $225. Well, I don't, Brandon, but Mrs. Reverse Ops surely does. All right, a Walmart run for some Pop-Tarts. All right, well, take care. We'll see you next time. Thanks again for your support, and congratulations on winning the what flavor contest this week. Make sure you tell all your friends. I've thought about a little mister or spritz water, but the problem is I have so much electronics around me that I'm scared of getting them wet, and it's already a danger enough when it starts to rain or drizzle. That but adding water to it, I think I do have a fan going, but the fan is just blowing hot air on me right now. Yeah, I'll be 100% honest, Army guy. If I didn't have the canopy above my head, I would not be out here at this time of day. My body cannot handle this direct sunlight. So the canopy over my head is a lifesaver. Hello, Ralph. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Did I hear reach? Did anybody hear that? I think I just heard reach. There might be some, didn't EHAM say there might be some KC-135s around 1 o'clock? So I thought I just heard reach on the ATC. I have the sunscreen on. I did not put the hat on today because I literally have the rain cover up today, even though it looked like it might rain earlier. I don't think it's going to rain now, but Half the reason I put the rain cover up is today because it blocks way more of the sun than the normal sunshade. So I'd like to give a shout out to O'Malley, Ron, and Basil over on the 360 side. They've all became channel members today. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you. Okay. Thank you, Flyover. Is it Flyover Fred? I'll keep. Oh, there it is right there. Okay. So next out is Korean in the Dreamliner 10. We'll hold on this C-17 until it starts to move. It hasn't, it's just now turning on the end of the runway, so. That's perfect. Just when that dips behind the trees, the Dreamliner starts to roll. That's perfect. Army guy, were you the one jumping out of them, or were you loading stuff into them? So Korean Air and Asiana finalized their merger, and now they're working on actually making Asiana go away. I hear the date for that is December 18th. There'll be no longer an Asiana Airlines. It'll all be Korean. So that led me to go looking last night to see if this flight is going to be a Dreamliner the rest of the year. And if you go out about a month and a half, it stops listing this flight as having any seats available, which is weird. But if you go on some of the other things like Google Flights, it still lists it being a Dreamliner 10 through next January. I meant to do the same with Asiana, but I ran out of time and had to, so maybe we'll do that tonight. Oh, back and forth. Okay. I've been in them. I've never flown in them, but I've been in them. They don't look very comfortable. So the C-17 obviously is an Air Force or Air Guard airplane, but they do have other branches that have people qualified to be loadmasters on them. I think they call them loadmasters. I'm not exactly sure, but because I know for a fact the Navy has guys here that are qualified to load C-17s because they have Navy emergency deployment stuff that they have to keep prepared in case that stuff needs to go anywhere, and it's going to go on a C-17, so they have to be qualified to load it. So you get Navy guys qualified on the C-17 in the loading procedure. Loading, I don't know if they're called load masters or not. And I would assume the other branches have something similar. I know a lot of Army guys get rides in them, like Army guy 488. He flew on them to get taken somewhere. There's also ones that jump out of the back of them. They do a lot of those tests up on the North Shore here. Unfortunately, they do them during the week, and I'm never able to get up there to look at them. They have, and there's no real schedule to know if they're going to do it or not. But they have a couple of valleys up on the near the North Shore, where they partner with soldiers from Schofield and do paratrooper drops up there as practice. Oh, it is Loadmasters. All right, thanks. The back is frozen to the front. All right. Not a lot of insulation is what you're saying. It seems to be better than the Antonov. I was talking to a guy, somebody I know, and not just talking to a guy, somebody I know spent 2 or 3 years of his time in the Air Force stationed or attached to the Thunderbirds. So he was a media guy with the Thunderbirds. So I think it was 3 years. And instead, in that time, a couple times he flew on the Antonov, the 124 and the 225. And he said you had to watch where you step, because if you step in the wrong place at the back of them, you might end up on the tarmac. The metal is so thin if you step in the wrong place. So this one's waiting for a Cessna to cross in front of it. Oh, I'm sorry. It's a Sling LSA. My bad. That came in from Wahiwa. What is... Where'd that... I'll have to go keep his thing up. I wonder that's actually... That's not a airport we see a lot here, the Wahiwa. Even though we're really close to it. He's right there. That's a Sling LSA. This is a Pacific Flight Academy. This is a flight school's airplane. They have 5 or 6 of these Sling LSAs that they... to me, they always look like a terrarium, like you would be baking under that canopy there. Seems a little hot. But... if you're up in the air, you're up in the air, I guess. Yeah, I didn't know the slings were allowed to do touch and goes from Wheeler. I guess that's interesting. Thank you, Gary. I appreciate it. So those next two out, the first one there is a Hawaiian 321. The one behind it is a United 777. The 321 is heading off to Salt Lake City. The triple's heading off to LA with the extra X. The Philippine Air Flight 101 is taxiing down here. There's a Southwest in front of it, but looks like it'll be fourth for departure. The Southwest is heading off to LA with the extra X. We're getting pretty close to the scheduled pushback the rescheduled pushback of the A380. That's supposed to be at 118, so hopefully that'll stay as rescheduled. So if it goes much further than that, we can't stay. So these ones are waiting for looks like a Sky Courier. Let's see if it is a Sky Courier. It is a Sky Courier. This is coming over. This is Lanai Air coming over from the island of Lanai. Full of people who could buy and sell me. Hello, Jonathan. How are you? It must be really late for you there. Says, might as well drop this in here then. Might as well drop this then. Our good friend Jonathan is a huge supporter of the channel. Great, does great stuff over on Discord for us. And I'd like to thank him, especially for 23 months at the 330 level. That's huge. Thank you very much, Jonathan. And I also want to thank you for all your AI things making me look really cool. Especially my Arnold Schwarzenegger one. Forgetting to put the alternate tower frequency on the scanner. Got a friendly coming in on 4 right. That'll be a Southern Airways Express.
tell if it's pushed back or not, but it is definitely lit up. It has a departure time of 1 o'clock, so it should be pushing back or has just pushed back. We all know how punctual the Canadians are. So the United plane is moving at the end. So I'd like to remind all the channel members, anybody with a green name or a paid member of the channel, I have just recently added a new perk to being a channel member. Not only do you get all the other cool perks and you get to hear my voice weekly, multiple times a week, you also get free shipping at the Reverse Op shop. So that's a new perk in addition to all the other perks. I didn't take anything away, I just added to it as an extra way to say thank you for being a channel member. You get free shipping at my shop. Oh, whoops, am I muted? Oh,
Yeah, I am muted. Oops. Sorry, I was drinking and I forgot to unmute myself. Apologize about that. So I'll say that soliloquy once again. I was halfway through reading War and Peace out loud and I'll have to start over, I guess. But to sum it up, don't start a land war in Asia. Anyway, I was just talking about the new channel perk we have for all our channel members, paid channel members. Not only do you get the cool emojis, the private Discord channel, the viewer, the members only live stream, things like that. I've also added the ability to get free shipping on all orders over $20 at the Reverse Op shop as a little way, another way for me to say thank you for being a channel member. Any order, as long as the total order is over $20, it's free shipping at Reverse Op shop. To get the code for that, all you have to do is go to the post section of YouTube and look for the members only post that has this month's code. It's a monthly code. It'll rotate next month. So if you don't want to buy anything now, but you want to buy something in a month or two, check back because that code rotates. But you guys mean a lot to me, so I'm just trying to help you guys out. If you were thinking about buying some merch, trying to save you a couple of dollars. You know, it's been doing this live streaming bit for almost 3 years now. You'd think I'd be better at it than I am. It's okay though. All right, there's the little Cessna that they've been waiting on right there, crossing through the shot. Although, Jonathan, the windsock today is excited for you to talk about it. I know this is gonna sound weird when I say it. I know things ahead of time. What is that behind? What is that behind the? Oh, it's the Filipino behind it. All I see is the nose from where I'm sitting. I know this is gonna. Brandon says practice makes perfect, and I have a fundamental flaw with that statement and striving for perfection. I hope my boss isn't listening right now, because you can't strive for perfection. Perfection is an unobtainable goal. And if you consider the only success to be perfection, you're setting yourself up for failure. So, in my opinion, never strive for perfection. Strive for self-satisfaction. Are you satisfied that you did everything you could to make something as best as it can be? And if it's not perfect, well, you tried. You didn't intentionally or unintentionally mess it up. So that's what I strive for. I strive to make things as good as they can possibly be. I think striving for perfection is an unattainable goal, and you're just going to beat yourself up in the end about it. So never strive for perfection. Strive for making you feel like you did everything you could to make it as best as it can be. And if you get perfection, where are you going to go from there? If I came out here and every show was perfect and nothing messed up and I didn't have a technical glitch and, my mic was on the whole time, where would I be next week? I wouldn't have anything to improve on. And then you would get boring and I would get bored. And so just go into every job, everything, just try to do it as best as you can to make it as best as you can. It's not a rant, that's advice. That's life advice from Patrick. The next show will be double perfect. All right, next one is off to Manila. It's the Thrilla off to Manila. We do have an A380 lit up. And we have the Air Canada taxiing now. So the A380 is lit up. So we're going to stay for the A380. I hear a wild Mrs. Reverse Ops behind me. I looked over there. I was like, whoa. All right, so sorry, I have to look at it. All right, so next we have a JAL Hank coming out here. Then we have the Air Canada Dreamliner. The A380 is pushed back, but it's not heading this way yet, so there's still a few more that'll probably make their way over here as well. I don't see anything super interesting coming in over there. There is a Delta off the coast, and a Virgin America off the coast, but it's going to be really heat hazy if I try to get those shots. If there's nothing going on, we might still try to get them, but it's going to be super heat hazy facing that direction right now. So we'll see. But thanks everybody for hanging out today. We got a little bit left to go. Don't worry, we're gonna catch the A380. Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. We'll get the blue Bob and Doug out here. And then there's probably a couple planes between those two. We'll get a couple of Hawaiians we'll get between those two as well. Another fun last 20 minutes or so. We'll see which plane is going to be our Hana-Ho plane of the day. Most likely it'll be the A380, but you never know what'll pop up. And we'll go from there. The next show after today is on Tuesday. That'll be Tuesday at 6:45 a.m. 6:45 a.m. Hawaiian time, which is about 11:45 in the Central Standard Zone. A little bit later in the East, a little bit earlier in the West. And who knows what you people in Europe are up to over there, so I don't even want to guess. Probably at night, in the afternoon. So Tuesday, Thursday, and then Saturday. We have some special stuff coming up the rest of the week. Should be a lot of fun. If you're having a good time, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I know about half of you who are listening to the sound of my voice are not subscribed to the channel. So if you would like to remedy that, it's a good time to do it now. We're getting very close to 25,000 subscribers on this channel. We're extremely close to 25,000 subscribers on HNL Ops. So if you'd like to pop over to HNL Ops and give that a subscribe as well. Once we get to 1,000 subscribers on that, the fun really begins. I guess. I don't know. But okay, let's take a different type of moose over here. Oh no, this is the jowl. The moose is behind it. The other type of moose is behind it. Adidas, I don't know if I'd be really worried about mergers. I have rarely seen, I mean, I'm not a aviation expert by any stretch of the imagination. I'm just a guy who likes planes, who watches, and has my own opinions. So basically, I'm just a guy in a parking lot with a camera. So take this advice, but I have not seen a merger yet that benefits the customer. They always benefit the bottom line of the airline, or they screw up the bottom line of the airline, either way. But they usually end up having less choice, less flexibility, and more cost. So, but that's just life these days. Our president doesn't know what the word affordability means, so why should we? But with some of these mergers, I think they're like, as much as I bash on Hawaiian and Virgin America, a Hawaiian was not going anywhere long term. So as long as Virgin America stays true to their word and keeps the Hawaiian livery and the Hawaiian semi-independence. I think it'll be a good thing in the long term, because I think eventually Hawaiian was going to declare bankruptcy, and my internet is going to the toilet. My internet's being funky right now. I wonder if I hit, yeah. I wonder if I hit the limit on one of my encoders or one of my SIM cards. Bear with me. The internet is being a little funky right now. We'll hopefully fix that here soon. Hopefully it's just a minor glitch. Just give me a second here. You want the umbrella?
No, I'm good right
Okay.
It says I have jewels on your 360 to you.
Oh, really?
Fema.
So Adidas, Rainbow Love. Look at that. Robert, Brits, and A380, please enjoy a month on me. You will get a month access to the reverse ops emojis, the members only streams, the all the fun stuff, and for this whole month you'll get in on the free shipping too. So please enjoy your free month. I'm so happy Rainbow Love got that. Now she can go back and see all the stuff Brandon said about her in the members only stream. Hog drinks for everyone. Alright, so I hate this thing. I hate this thing. Not the stream. I have a mount for my phone that I hate. In fact, I hate it. I'm gonna give it to Mrs. Reverse Ops. You should see her work at home setup. It's pretty awesome. Now she'll have a phone mount to put on it so she can watch her YouTube, her work documentaries. All right, so it looks like we got probably 3 more planes in the show. It's getting super hot out here. Now this first one will be a 330 heading off to Seattle. This is the plane you pretty much have to take if you're gonna fly to Rome from here, because you got to get there. You get there late at night and then leave the next day. The one behind it is a Southwest heading off to Kailua Kona on the Big Island. And then we'll have the little turtle that could. That's coming out of the trees right now. Right there. There we go. Hello, David. Thanks for stopping by. So we're in just so you guys know, if you watch, the reason we're only getting one today is we're in the middle of a maintenance cycle, one of their smaller maintenance cycles with ANA. And so 3 days a week we'll get 2 a day, and then the other days it'll only be a single one while they work all this stuff out. It's going to happen a couple times over the next couple of months. So they use the slow times a year to get some of the maintenance done on these A380s. But they'll be back full swing in the summer. So that means we'll get 2 a day. So in the morning shows, we'll see 2 arrivals, and in these later Saturday shows, we'll see both departures. So if you're wondering why we're only going to see 1 today, that's, according to the information I have, that's why. I don't think it might have something to do with it being a slower time of the year, which is why they do the maintenance now, but I don't think it's strictly a capacity issue. Oh, happy Mrs. Reverse Ups. She's hot. Not usually hot. Yeah. I think, Kelvin, I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's the type of maintenance being done. That's is why it's going to a different one. When they had them last year, when they had their big checks, that was a much more intensive maintenance, so that's why it went to 1. And I think it's just the fact that doesn't need that big one this time. Because last time they were out, each one was out for a month. So I think it's just a different type of maintenance. Yeah, I mentioned earlier I was an auto mechanic. many, many moons ago. And we had, I mean, there was electronics in cars, but for what I see they have now, I'd be lost in these new cars. There's so much electronics in them. And it's the same with airplanes. I mean, just so much. Like, I would be, if I tried to work on almost any of the cars around me, I'd be so lost with all the electronics and the sensors and the special readers and stuff you need now. All we had was an ODP2 sensor and we liked it. Now you got all kinds of things. All right, so this Southwest here is a Max 8 heading off to Kailua Kona. And behind it is the Honu. So if you're new here to the channel, or you're new here to Hawaii, ANA, All Nippon Airways, has 3 of these A380s. This is Kai. This is the sea green one. There's also a blue one, that's Lonnie, and then there's an orange one in Kala. So that's the, they represent the sun, the sea, and the sky. They have each one of them has 3 Honus on them, a mother and 2 children. The Honu is Hawaiian for sea turtles, so that's why they're called the flying Honu, because they have sea turtles on them, and the Honu is the Hawaiian word for sea turtle. They only fly between here and Narita. I mean, maintenance flights though, but the only regularly scheduled service is between here and Narita, or Narita and here. Exactly, Heath. All right, everybody say it with me. Here we go. Hanaho. What is that? Holy cow, did you hear that? That was friggin' loud. I don't know what that was. There was something over at 8 left making a lot of noise. Sorry about that. All right, thanks everybody. Thanks Flyer KG. Thanks Heath, Frank, Ken. Thanks to the mods again who are here. Airframe Productions, Upper, Mark. Thanks all for being here. Thanks again to Hot Sauce Lover, Stoic, And we're going to do a bonus Hanaho. Bonus Hanaho. We'll do a 330 bonus Hanaho. Airframe, I think that's what it was. I think the wind must have just died and made, or switched directions real quick and made the reverse thrusters sound really loud. All right, thanks again, everybody. We'll see you all on Tuesday morning. Have a great rest of your weekend. Be good to each other. I'm going to flip you over to the 360 camera so you can watch me break down and a chug of water. We'll see you all later. Have a, like I said, have a great day. I'm babbling in the heat. All right, love you all. Aloha. It's got to be around here somewhere. There we go. Oh, no, that's not going to work. There we go. All right, see ya. All right, we're over on the 360 camera now.